For this question, you have a particle starts from rest and then move in a straight line so that t second after leaving a fixed point of O with the displacement is given as 2 minus 2 cosine of 2t. So the first part is very simple, as they just want you to express the velocity and acceleration of the particle in terms of t. So in this case, for you to get the expression for velocity, it will be differentiating equation of s in terms of t. So differentiate 2, it gives you 0. Differentiate, this is negative 2. Differentiate cosine will give you negative sine of 2t. Multiply with differentiate of 2t will give you 2. Hence, answer will be 4 sine of 2t. So this is for velocity. So the next part is acceleration. So acceleration is differentiating the velocity equation with respect to t. So from here, 4 remains the same. Differentiate sine will give you cosine of 2t. Multiply with the derivative of 2t, which will give you 2. Hence, the expression for a will be 8 cosine of 2t. Alright. Part B of the question, asking you to find the time when the particle first comes to rest. Okay, so we will look for the time when it comes to rest. So when question is talking about particle coming to rest, means velocity is equivalent to 0. So when the velocity is equivalent to 0, making use of what we have got previously, velocity is given as 4 sine of 2t. So we let this whole equation equals to 0. So which means that sine of 2t will be equivalent to 0. So if you have remember the graph of sine, okay, when x is equivalent to 0, or if it is a t, okay, if t is equivalent to 0, okay, the first value that you are getting is 0, and then the second value that you will be getting is pi, okay, and the third value that you will be seeing is 2 pi. Alright, so which means that this 2t, okay, will give you 0, pi, and also 2 pi. Alright, so continue with this. T, bring the 2 over, you get 0. Second will be pi over 2. The third will be equivalent to pi. But since the question mentioned when it first comes to rest, so the value cannot be this because this is the starting time. So the first time that it comes to rest will be when t is equivalent to pi over 2. Hence, t will be pi over 2. Alright? And at this point of time, you have to also find the distance of the particle from O. So to find the distance, you have to look for the displacement. So the displacement equation is given as S equals to 2 minus 2 cosine of 2t. So what you need to do now is substitute the value that you have got from the previous part. Okay, so S is equivalent to 2 minus 2 cosine of 2 multiplied by pi over 2. Okay, so simplify, it is 2 minus 2 cosine of pi. Okay, again you can press calculator to get the answer, or if just a quick recap, cosine graph, okay, cosine graph, maximum is 1, minimum is equals to negative 1. When the value here is equivalent to pi, which means that the value that you should get is negative 1. So here it will be 2 minus 2 of negative 1, because cosine of pi is giving you negative 1. Hence, your final answer will be 2 plus with 2, which is equivalent to 4. Okay, looking at the distance, okay, looking at the distance, this particular value, okay, started with a journey at O, okay, and then when t is equivalent to pi over 2, okay, the object actually landed at s equals to 4. So the distance from here to here, okay, from 0 to 4 will be 4. So the distance here is the same as the displacement that you have found, which is 4. Okay.